Hello everyone. Through this video, we will discuss the most important concept related to string in Java, that is string comparison. So specifically, I have prepared this video to give emphasis, and you should know the difference how the string comparison needs to be done. Whether you are comparing the content, whether you are comparing the address of the string, you need to be clear about that. Okay, so whenever comparison word comes to picture, so instantly some symbols like the relational operators greater than, greater than equal to, less than, less than equals to comes to picture, but all these things are not related to string in Java. Okay, but we can use for string comparison double equals or equals method for string comparison. But before using this, we should be clear about what is our requirement, what we need to compare, and where double equals to we can use, where equals to method will be used. Clear? So through this video, we will be clear where to use what. Okay. So specifically, you can see, so whenever you are creating one object, str1, okay, so JVM will instantly allocate one address to that particular object. Okay, so it will be a hexadecimal number, but JVM, suppose for your understanding, JVM is allocating 1000. Okay, now similarly, whenever str2 will be created, another memory location, suppose 2000 will be allocated to str2. Okay, but what actually happens in the background, now JVM will create different objects. Okay, and it will store the value 3 in the heap area. Okay, similarly, every time you are creating the object, JVM will allocate a new reference number or address for every individual object. Clear? So if you are using double equals to compare two strings, now the content will never be compared. What it will be compared? The address will be compared for the strings. Okay, so you are thinking something that by using equals to operator I am comparing these two values, so my output should be same, that both the values should be same, but you will get the output as not same. Why? Because JVM will compare the address of both the strings, never the content. Clear? So if you want to compare the contents of two different strings, you have to use the method dot equals. Okay, so for string object name dot equals, and you'll pass one argument as the second one. So equals method will compare both the contents of the string, and it will give you the output as equals, as you have provided the same value to both the objects. Okay, so whether it's working or not, let's see through the example. Okay, so string comparison. So what, how we will compare the two strings? Okay, so we'll define the main method. So the first string object I am creating, suppose str1, I am providing the value. Similarly, creating the second string object by using new operator, but assigning the same value. Okay, so now I will compare by using equals method, by thinking that by doing this I'll get my output. So system dot out dot println, both string values are same. Okay, and the reverse one I'll keep here in the else part, both string values are not same. Okay, so let's save the file, go to the command prompt. Okay, compilation done. See, I am getting both string values are not same. but surprisingly I have given the same value here in both the string objects. But what is the problem? Now whenever the string object is created, now instantly a new memory address or reference number will be given to the string object by JVM. Values will be allocated inside the heap area, but whenever a new object is created, instantly it will get a new reference number or memory address. And you can say this is what object reference. Okay, so a object reference is nothing but it's a unique hexadecimal number representing the memory address of the object. Okay, and why this object reference is required? Because by using that object reference you can access the member of the object. Okay, so but here while using the double equals operator, you are not accessing the members of the object, you are accessing the address or whatever the hexadecimal number is allocated by JVM, that you are accessing and comparing. And obviously both the object reference will be different, so that's why this if will return false and our else will be executed, that both string values are not same. Clear? But if I want to compare the content, clear? So I'll write down one more example here to compare the content. Okay, so I'm writing here dot equals within bracket str2. Okay, so this is a bit change I have to do. So here contents will be compared. Then first I'm creating the string object, storing the value 3. Second string object also I'm creating, I'm storing the value 3. So instead of double equals, I am using dot equals method, where the first string value will be compared to second string value. Okay, if both the values are same, now it will give you the output both the strings are equal. So let's see. Comparison over. See, both string values are same. Okay, so this is what the difference between equals equals and dot equals method. Equals equals operator will compare the object reference of both the objects, but equals method will compare the contents of the objects. Okay, now coming to the next example where we have done a bit of change. What change we have done? Now we have declared both the string objects like this. Okay, now here in this example what will happen? Okay, so first of all we'll see through the example, then we'll check through the slides. Okay, so what we have done, we have declared both the objects and in the similar way, and we are providing the value. Clear? Rest of the programs is totally same. We have used double equals where actually we are getting both the string values are not same. But let's check this example. Directly by using string literal, we have assigned the value to both the strings. Okay, compilation is done, both the string values are same. Okay, so you have done a bit of change only by using string literal. If you are using the double equals operator, you are getting the values, both string values are same. But why this is happening? Clear? So let's discuss at least in depth so that you can understand now why whenever you are using this for both objects, previously it was showing both are not equal, now for string literal it is equal. Why this is happening? Clear? So understand through this example. Okay, now whenever the JVM creates the first statement, okay, and it stores hello. Clear? It stores Sri here without any problem. Now Sri is being created. Okay. So we are not using the new operator to create the string. Okay. We are using assignment operator. Why? Because string literal. Okay. So for this purpose, whenever you are using equals operator, then instantly one value Sri will be created and string object will get memory location. Okay. So after creating the string object, JVM uses a separate block of memory which is called string constant pool. Clear? So this entire area is now considered as string constant pool where Sri is being stored. Clear? Now coming to the next statement. Whenever the second string object is created, okay, now JVM first it searches that in the string constant pool whether this object with same content is already available or not. Okay, so if it is available, now check what I want to store. Sri I want to store. Sri is already available, then it will never allocate a second memory to store Sri. Clear? What it will do, it will, this is a typing mistake, so this string 2 will point to the same constant. Clear? Or will point to the same object reference. Clear? So it simply creates another reference variable to the same object and copies the reference number of S1 or str1 to str2. Okay, so we have the same value in str1 and str2. Done. Okay, so that means here suppose the reference is number is 1000, the same reference number will be assigned to str2. Why? Because for the first time whenever the first string is created, now JVM will check whether with the name Sri in constant pool anything is available or not. No, nothing is available. So it will create a memory space for Sri. It will store in the string constant pool and str1 will point to that. Second time I am creating the string object by using string literal. First it will check with the name Sri or content Sri whether it is available or not. Yes, it is available. Then it will never create the same content again. What it will do? It will assign the same reference number to the second object str2 and both will point to the same thing. Clear? Okay. Now if you'll ask that what is string constant pool is all about. Now string constant pool is a separate block of memory where the string objects are held by JVM. If a string object is created directly using assignment operator as like this, then it is stored in the string constant pool. So any kind of string literals are created, all will be stored in the string constant pool. Clear? Now here comes a very important question that if I am writing string str equal to hi, okay, and I am writing string str1 equal to new string hi. So what is the difference between these two? Clear? So in the first statement, the assignment operator is used to assign the string literal to the string variable str. Okay, so the value will be stored in the string constant pool. Okay, JVM first checks all the whether the same object is already available in the string or not. String constant pool. Clear? If available, it will never allocate the memory once again. It will just copy the previous address or reference to the new object. But if you are using new operator, then every time the memory will be allocated for every object is created by using new operator. So separate memory blocks will be allocated and high value will be stored inside that. Clear? Okay. So JVM always creates a new object without looking into the string constant pool. Clear? So basically through this video we have discussed where to use double equals operator, where to use equals method, and if you are using string literals, then what is the use of string constant pool, where to use double equals, okay, where not to use double equals. If you are comparing the string contents, you have to use equals method. If you are using comparing the reference numbers or the object reference, then you have to use double equals. Okay, so hopefully you have understood everything. So thank you for watching this.